I use Book a Limo on all my trips. They have drivers everywhere.
I always feel safe when I travel with their chauffeurs, from hello to goodbye.
Checking rates, booking, and managing clients' reservations online is so easy.
The confirmations, trip reminders, and car status updates are great when I'm on the go.
I want my clients to have the best experience during their trip. That's why I've used Book a Limo for the past 30 years.
What's your destination? Book a Limo, any car, anywhere.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
One field, one coach, one moment. That's all it takes to change a child's future. That's something that I want to be a part of. How about you? I'm Matt Major, Area Director of Ambassadors Football Pittsburgh. Get involved today. Visit us online and join the team.
Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Looking for real 100% natural pain relief? Hey, Kurt Angle, 1996 Olympic gold medalist and 13-time world champion here. Trust me, I know pain. You can either suffer or manage it. That's why I use Curable Active to help relieve my aches and pains naturally. Curable Active topicals have you covered with fast-acting, all-natural pain relief the Kurt Angle way. Look for Curable in stores or go to curable.com and get 20% off. Use promo code USA at KURIBL.com.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
I use Book a Limo on all my trips. They have drivers everywhere.
I always feel safe when I travel with their chauffeurs, from hello to goodbye.
Checking rates, booking, and managing clients' reservations online is so easy.
The confirmations, trip reminders, and car status updates are great when I'm on the go.
I want my clients to have the best experience during their trip. That's why I've used Book a Limo for the past 30 years.
What's your destination? Book a Limo, any car, anywhere.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Do you need well or pump service for your home, farm, or business? Adams & Sons Pump Service in Canton has the experience and equipment to do the job right. Since 1954, Adams & Sons have offered well drilling, pump repair, water treatment systems, holding tanks, excavation, and drainage work. Plus, quality-built, dependable stainless pumps for all applications. Adams & Sons provides experienced, bonded, and insured professionals serving all of Ohio. Call 855-4MY-WATER or visit adamspumpservice.com.
Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero!
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love. At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices, located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart. Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
I use Book a Limo on all my trips. They have drivers everywhere.
I always feel safe when I travel with their chauffeurs, from hello to goodbye.
Checking rates, booking, and managing clients' reservations online is so easy.
The confirmations, trip reminders, and car status updates are great when I'm on the go.
I want my clients to have the best experience during their trip. That's why I've used Book a Limo for the past 30 years.
What's your destination? Book a limo, any car, anywhere.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices, located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart. Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Are you ready to take your game to the next level? Hey, I'm Tyler Kennedy, 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Stanley Cup champion here, and trust me, I know what it's like to play to the max. That's why I recommend the patented Heads Up sports training system, improving reaction time and your spatial awareness with this dynamic training system all at your fingertips. Train smarter with endless applications for any position. It's that simple. HeadsUpSTS.com. Play with your head up.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices, located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart. Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Why are so many companies, unions, and organizations across the country choosing the Avia Dental Plan?
Because group plans start at as little as $5 per month, and groups can save 20 to 80% off of high-quality dental care.
Everyone qualifies, and there's no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Call now and save $20, plus get 3 months free.
Call now and you may be able to save $20 and get 3 months free. 1-888-431-CARE or visit aviadental.com.
Creating space. Hewitt turning. Scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime. And don't ever play Lady of Spain again. creating space. Hewitt turning, scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime, and don't ever play Lady of Spain again.
Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Do you need well or pump service for your home, farm, or business? Adams & Sons Pump Service in Canton has the experience and equipment to do the job right. Since 1954, Adams & Sons have offered well drilling, pump repair, water treatment systems, holding tanks, excavation, and drainage work. Plus, quality-built, dependable stainless pumps for all applications. Adams & Sons provides experienced, bonded, and insured professionals serving all of Ohio. Call 855-4MY-WATER or visit adamspumpservice.com.
Just when we thought we were out, they pull us back in. Hello, good evening, and welcome. I am Matt Popchock, joined once again by popular demand by Aaron Norkevicus of Pitt Johnstown Men's Club Hockey. And we are here trackside once again in Castle Shannon, Pennsylvania, because, again, by popular demand, Team Gordos Tacos and Tequila and Team Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers in black and in red, respectively, the two top teams on paper in the 2026 Ice Castle Hockey 3-versus-3 Elite League, just didn't get enough hockey, apparently. So they have agreed to do this special 3-on-3 best-of-3 exhibition event with some special door prizes and raffle prizes for fans young and old, a public skate to follow, and potentially an exhibition shootout should a third game not be necessary. Nork, we've seen these teams literally all summer long. Some of these people we already know. Some we'll be seeing for the first time.
Yeah, a little bit of mix-up here of rosters. You got a couple saloon guys playing for Team Raising Cane's with Liam Walsh and Johnny McDonald, but also getting to see Liam Walsh's little brother and Christian Humphrey's older brother on the other side there. Excited to see a couple of these guys get into action, see how they can compete in this level of hockey.
Christian's brother, JC, will be wearing number 9 for Team Gordos Tacos and Tequila. He plays Division III hockey and did so as a first-year player this past season with the SUNY Cortland men's program. On the other side of the rink, you mentioned the brother of Liam Walsh, Matthew Walsh, who was an even bigger star and for a longer period of time at Bishop Canevin High School in his PIHL playing days. He was an all-star for the Crusaders and part of their most recent state championship club in the Class 2A level back in 2011. And after an injury-shortened career of club hockey at Miami, Ohio, he's lacing them up one more time, as you said, Nork, to play some hockey in this exhibition format for Team Canes alongside his brother. And you played a little exhibition hockey earlier today, I understand.
Yeah, I got to play in a 3-on-3 tournament up at the Belmont there, up in Armstrong there. So long day for me, but excited to be back. You know, didn't make the championship, unfortunately, for us after going undefeated in round-robin play, but no championship for us means I just get to be here, so it's a win-win.
And you survived one of the more intimidating barns in the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League. That ain't nothing.
Yeah, definitely not a fun arena to play in there. Can't imagine being a opposing team in that arena and having the fans right on top of you right there with the benches there. Cannot be fun.
Well, it won't be quite as boisterous for the Mon Valley dynamic duo of Logan Coley and LJ Mooney, but they'll certainly try to do better than Tuesday night's more forgettable effort in which Raising Cane's, the first place finishing team,
this past summer in the Elite League was upset by eventual champion Team Saloon and then by Team Millie's Homemade Ice Cream. Team Gordos was the back-to-back playoff champion. They were denied a three-peat after beating Team Millie's by Team Saloon in that final contest.
Yeah, I'm sure both of those teams would like to quickly forget about that week and excited to be able to get kind of a fresh start, but not really a fresh start here this weekend and kind of just move on from that last championship week.
Mason Murovich is the Iron Man in goal once again for Team Gordos. Ditto Jeff Kreidler, the Division III product for Team Canes. Kreidler, a .567 goals against, .718 save percentage in the Castle Cup playoffs. Mason Murovich, despite taking the tough luck loss in that final game, .220 GAA, .895 save percentage for those two games in total on Tuesday. LJ Mooney, meanwhile, goes upstairs and...
No, Mason saved it.
Mason somehow kept that one out.
If you're LJ Mooney right now after that playoff performance, just unable to buy a goal, you might be thinking about it a little bit more now.
Logan will try to spring his cousin loose one more time. Mooney splits the D, fires off the blocker hand. That one is batted out of midair. Will it count? It will.
I wasn't too sure there for a second if that was going to count. Tyler's saying that puck didn't go in. Didn't look like it, but they're going to say it did.
One official of this USA hockey pairing has overruled the other and called a high stick on the puck. Now they are discussing it before the goal is put officially up on the board 43 seconds in. One thing we should note for this exhibition event, we are playing 10-minute periods this evening as opposed to the conventional 8-minute nonstop periods you saw during Elite League play this summer.
I'm not too sure what the official call is here. They didn't make a... Oh, they haven't put it up on the board there, so it looks like it's not going to count.
The second official evidently had the last word. And so Tyler Murovich, Team Gordos captain, plays on. Murovich also playing for Team Iowa in 3-ice this summer, representing both Ice Castle Hockey and that organization. The hardest working man in South Hills hockey as Sam Tremblay brings it through the left circle off the defensive stick of Caden Pendo. We were uncertain as to whether or not Pendo would actually play this evening, but his presence is distinctive as Team Gordos tries to get the transition game going. Cut off the other way was Tremblay by Liam Walsh. Walsh served as honorary team coach of Team Saloon this summer and team captain.
Yeah, Walsh unfortunately not able to go there for the last couple of weeks in the last stretch there for Team Saloon, but did a good job of getting them ready for that, and they were able to walk away with the championship regardless.
One thing that hasn't changed from the Elite League, we have penalty shots with chasers in lieu of penalties. And taking the first one tonight will be Tobias Ehrman, a Team Gordos newcomer, vis-a-vis Team Saloon, and he is stopped by Kreidler.
Good speed there by Ehrman, just couldn't get that puck up over Kreidler's pad.
One-timer is put wide by Liam Walsh. He most recently of the ECHL Savannah Ghost Pirates, and Walsh did not tuck it under Mason Murovich, who has made two pretty sparkling saves in the first couple minutes of play.
Yeah, Mason's definitely been tested early in this one so far and coming up big for them right now.
Across the line is Ehrman. Ehrman from one knee couldn't put it on net. Xander Kakali making a liberating return to action for Team Gordos after missing the entire summer, rehabilitating from the leg injury that he suffered during the ECHL playoffs with the Wheeling Nailers.
Yeah, nice to see him back on the ice zipping it around. I've had a conversation with him a couple times this summer, and all he wanted to do was skate, but he knew he wasn't able to, so good to see him back out there.
The hockey gods work in mysterious ways as Bell Sterling gets a little too cute with that one. Kakali able to help out his tendy in the process. Two-line pass to Tyler Murovich. He maneuvers around the man in front of goal, which is Johnny McDonald, another Team Saloon transplant, as it were, playing for Raising Canes in this exhibition event. The Cannonsburg native lets that one go in. No icing, says referee Schultz. And so Christian Humphreys crosses with brother JC. JC dropping for Tyler Murovich. Murovich missing to the short side.
First look at the Humphrey brothers together. I'm sure this is fun for them.
JC did play a hot minute of Elite League action some time ago, but again, it was a brief stint as Gordos is offside. So it is a rarity.
Got the Humphrey brothers on one side and the Walsh brothers on the other. Screw the Canes versus Gordos rivalry. Got the Walshes versus the Humphreys.
And when the moment is right, the Coley/Mooney cousins. They're keeping it all in the family, both of these squads. Murovich with fresh legs up the left side, crossing with J.C. Humphreys. Murovich to the goal, save Kreidler. It's batted with a clean stick over top his own crossbar by defenseman Chris Conway, 4 seasons into his career as an AHL referee.
Yeah, great stick there by Conway. That puck probably going to bounce in behind Kreidler there. Good awareness to not smack it into the net as well.
Ricky Boyson forcing that save in tight by Mason Murovich. Mooney fanned on that attempted shot, but retains this puck and scores. L.J. Mooney, 19 points in just 8 games of Elite League action this summer. He'll be headed back to Minnesota to play for the Golden Gophers another year this fall. And he's already started his professional career in the meantime in Montreal Canadiens prospect camp as a delayed penalty shot call was forthcoming. Boyson unable to fool Mason Murovich, and there's our whistle midway through the first period thereabouts.
Yeah, it's going to be for Logan Coley there, taken down by Will Tomko there on the tripping, and a nice job there by Coley, even though going down, still able to get that puck to the middle and spring Boyson there.
A pregnant pause before Coley readies himself. And he goes bar down on Mason Murovich.
Yeah, Logan Coley just made that look easy right there. A little forehand chip shot over the blocker side. Not much room there, but he seems to always be able to find it.
24 goals, a league high for Coley in the Elite League. The same number of goals he tallied for the Utah Mammoth this past season. And a league best 20 assists and 44 points in the Elite League. For what it's worth, he had 43 in the 25-26 campaign for the Mammoth.
Yeah, just a dominant summer there out of Logan Coley for Team Raising Canes, and unfortunately they weren't able to come up with the big prize there at the end there, but either way, a great season from him.
He has been the dominant player in the Elite League for the first 3 years of its existence, generally speaking, as Christian Humphreys finally nuzzles that nylon for Team Gordos with just over 4 minutes left in the period. Humphreys, here for a good time and not necessarily for a long time, played just the last couple weeks of Elite League action, but made his presence felt with several goals. Cohen Bell Sterling with his SUNY Geneseo teammate-to-be, Caden Pendo. Those two unable to hook up. J.C. Humphreys counterattacking for Gordos. Across for Tremblay, the Quebec native, right into the glove hand of Kreidler, who tries to hurry the play the other direction.
Yeah, no wasted time there by Kreidler. He saw the opportunity and he took it.
Liam Walsh's cross-ice pass eluded Bell Sterling. Gordos again with numbers. Tremblay and J.C. Humphreys. Tremblay unable to get it past Kreidler, who cut down the angle.
2-on-1s back and forth right now between these two teams.
Xander Kakali playing center point, guarded by Pendo. Tremblay creating space and earning respect from the Canes defenseman as Kreidler swallows that one.
Yeah, Tremblay, one of those players that he might not be on the stat sheet there every single night, but he's a sneaky good player and he can put the puck in the net when he needs to.
He has played for the Sheffield Steelers of England's top professional league this past year. We told you again, he is a Quebec native. He was also a teammate of French Olympian and recent RMU Colonial Justin Adamo, as Kreidler is made to kiss the ring of the Godfather. And we're tied at 2.
Beautiful passing that play there by Humphreys and Tomko, passing it back and forth behind the net. And Tomko finding Tyler there, looping down the middle.
Murovich with his 22 points, finishing a distant second to Cooley in the Elite League scoring race in 2026. And he can give Gordos the lead. He defers to Tomko, however. Tomko can't get it past Kreidler, who survives the 2-on-none.
Yeah, good job there by Kreidler, not overcommitting to one side. Maybe one too many passes there from Team Gordos, maybe a little bit too in tight there, but either way, good job there by Jeff Kreidler.
Kreidler, the last couple of weeks of the Elite League for Canes, faced a very high volume of shots, and we got to see him strut his stuff a little bit as he earned Week 5 MVP honors for Team Canes. Mason Murovich readjusting his own cage as Tomko counterattacks for Team Gordos in a tie game late in the first period.
Yeah,
Nick Kakali.
I was just going to say, if you're the goalie for Team Raising Canes there, you better be ready to face a lot of shots, as they are a very running gun style there. You'll trade chances with you all game if they could.
We talked about Team Gordos, perhaps to a fault, being such a structured defensive team, as scoring to the short side there was Ehrman. The Colgate commit for 26-27. Gordos on top by a goal with under a minute to play. Anyway, we've talked about Gordos being the sound, structured defensive team all summer long. In a classic case, however, of truth being stranger than fiction, Raising Canes, all told, allowed one fewer goal this summer than Gordos in Elite League play.
That's actually crazy to put in perspective there, because it seems like Team Raising Canes might probably gives up more chances than anybody, as Kreidler just comes up big night in and night out for them.
The goal differentials between the two teams were much more distinctive. Gordos +1, Canes +22. And that comes from being the highest scoring group in the outfit.
And Tremblay there taken down in the corner by Conway. He's going to get a penalty shot.
Now these games tend to be games of runs. Raising Canes with their superstars made an early run. Now Gordos has the hop as they try to add on before the period ends. And Tremblay with a sick move there to do just that.
Just like what we talked about earlier, he might not always be on the stat sheet there, but when he gets his opportunities, he's going to make no mistake.
16 points for him this summer, finishing 7th among all Elite League skaters. Mooney's one-timer denied right in front by Murovich. Mason, that is. Coley will run out of time as time expires for period one, with Team Gordos leading Team Canes 4-2. With Aaron Norkevicus, Matt Popchock for this special edition of the 2026 Ice Castle Hockey 3-on-3 Elite League on TenbandTV. There's lots to look forward to on TenbandTV this fall, from the opening face-off of PIHL and ACHA hockey to the first jump ball of Baldwin and Franklin Regional High School basketball, to the big return of the Furnace Pittsburgh Original Music Show November 18th with Scott Blasey. This original programming is made possible by you, our viewers, and by our community sponsors. Log on to shop.tenbandmedia.com today to learn how you can amplify your brand and support community television. TenbandTV, sponsored locally, streaming freely. The side switch has occurred for game one of this special best-of-3 exhibition. And a confused LJ Mooney defers the opening faceoff to Team Gordos Tacos and Tequila, up by a pair to begin the second period. Tomko playing it near side. LJ Mooney Up the left wing boards. Find some space for Walsh. Liam Walsh will play it from the circle to the right point for Cooley. An unusual place for him to camp out, but in any event, he shoots upstairs and misses upstairs, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, there. If you're a Gordos defender, you might feel a little bit more comfortable with him there up at the point until he's coming down right at you there. Dangerous from anywhere on the ice.
From behind the net, it's Ehrman sneaking it under the bar. Oh, that was perverse. He had the final goal of the championship game on Tuesday for his normal team, Team Saloon, and the offensive defenseman scores a thing of beauty there.
Yeah, and since he's come into this league, joined a little bit later, but he has been absolutely phenomenal for Team Saloons. He scores at will, and just we saw it again there. What a beautiful shot.
And he has something in common with Will Tomko. They both had a cup of coffee with the Chicago Steel of USHL.
Very prestigious program there, the Chicago Steel. A lot of NHL talent has come out of that team.
Tomko hopes to be such a player someday. Of course, drafted just after the 200 selection, round 7, 204 overall to be exact, by the Seattle Kraken back in June. We talked to Will a little bit about that on Tuesday evening as Mason Mirovic keeps that one against the right pad. A 5-goal outburst for Team Gordos, 2024 and 2025 Castle Cup champions, 2026 runners-up, as that one glances off the side of the post behind Kreidler.
Team Gordos is just one of those teams that know how to win.
And they're doing it, ironically, in this first game thus far with a potent offense. They won the first 1-0 game in Elite League history on Tuesday night before bowing to Team Saloon 4-2 in that final contest.
And that 1-0 game, just classic Gordos right there. Get that 1-goal, 2-goal lead right there and shut down defensively. And also a great game out of Mason Mirovic in that one.
And when I talked to Will Tomko, he sort of hinted that that was more or less the plan as Kreidler makes that save, flashing the leather a bit in the process. Get that early lead, get up on them, and kind of sit on it. Play responsible D. Not responsible D, however, in that instance, as Bell Sterling catches Mason Mirovic napping.
Yeah, nice little move there by Pendo, going with the fake wraparound, pulling Mirovic out, and then just sliding it right there into the slot for untouched Bell Sterling.
Their chemistry remains evident as they continue their collegiate careers this fall. Humphreys, property of the Colorado Avalanche, a Seattle Kraken rival, mind you, playing this puck in deep as Kreidler reads the shot pass well. Humphreys winning an OHL and Canadian League championship concurrently with the Kitchener Rangers this past junior hockey season. Of course, Mario Lemieux famously played in the league that they call up there the QMJHL, the Ontario Hockey League, or the O, as it is commonly called. Also a very prestigious junior league, and if we counted the number of NHL players who have come from the O, we would literally be here all day and night.
Yeah, an unbelievable league to play in, all three of them there, and winning a Memorial Cup. That's something that not a lot of players get the opportunity to do, so congratulations to Humphreys. And with the implication here of these OHL guys being able to go to college now, it's going to be a great development tool for a lot of players. You saw that with Humphreys leaving University of Michigan, going to Kitchener, and just putting up a tremendous season with Kitchener, now going back to school to play with LJ.
Hockey has always been something of a red-headed stepchild in terms of how players play out their collegiate journeys, or if they even choose to play college hockey at all. And there have been so many gray areas over the years, and a lot of those gray areas, one would hope, have been clarified by some of the recent rule changes, and it's certainly going to have a significant impact on the developmental landscape, and I think it'll be a while before we see just how big an impact it's going to have as Tomko corrals this puck for Gordos in a 5-3 contest. 4.5 left in period 2 of game 1. JC unable to sneak it through Kreidler. McDonald countering. Walsh shanked that one-timer. McDonald recovers. McDonald had Mirovic out of position, but couldn't backhand it in.
A great save there by Mason. A good defensive play there, too, by Kakali there. I think he may have gotten a stick on that last second to get it to bounce on Walsh.
Tomko takes a stretch pass. Drives the net, but he is denied by Jeff Kreidler. Kreidler, a .931 save percentage as a first-year collegian for the Alvernia Wolves. His counterpart, Mason Mirovic, continues to hold his own.
And with the way Jeff Kreidler plays in these games, I believe the .931 save percentage is just unreal numbers to put up in that type of level and environment there.
Stopped back-to-back penalty shots in the Week 5 championship round to nail down the victory for Team Canes and earn weekly most valuable player honors, as that one-timer is pushed wide by Christian Humphreys. With speed is Bell Sterling, across for Cooley. Cooley to an open Mooney. Mooney with a nice deke there. One too many passes perhaps, though, for Team Canes.
Yeah, Mooney, they were able to shake Tremblay there without even moving his stick, used his feet there strictly.
And Mason Mirovic had to be ready for that turnover to LJ, who still has this puck for Team Canes. Bell Sterling goes short side. Boy, did he let that one rip.
Yeah, that wicked shot there of Cohen Bell Sterling. We got to see it last year with the Chatham Cougars with his season there. Unbelievable, and good look there by Mooney.
First team all-conference with the Cougars, in fact. A +30 rating. That's for the season. He led the conference with that plus-minus rating.
Yeah, I remember when I saw that he was going to be playing in this, I asked my cousin who played for Chatham last year with him, I asked him, I was like, is Cohen Belshling going to be able to perform in a league like this? And he was telling me how phenomenal of a player he is and how good he is with scoring goals.
Andrew Schmidt, the Wisconsin native, unable to go 5-hole on Mason Mirovic. A 1-goal game now with just over 2 minutes remaining in the second. Team Gordos looking for breathing room. Oh, nice maneuver there by Ehrman, but ran out of shooting space.
Yeah, Ehrman feeling himself now after that second goal.
Xander Kakali takes Boyson out of the play, but Boyson gets atonement, and we are tied.
Great job there by Ricky Boyson to keep his feet moving and not just give up on the play. And a good look there by Caden Penda. Mason Mirovic was expecting shot all the way there, and Penda just slid that over.
Boyson with 24 points in the Elite League this summer. He finished a distant second in the scoring race to teammate Logan Coley. It was Mirovic, Tyler, we should say, who finished third, as I stand corrected, with his 22 points. Boyson, who scored the third most goals this summer in the league with 13, unable to beat Mason Mirovic that time. J.C. Humphreys waiting for company with a minute to play in the period. Tied at 5. Tomko put that off the leg of Boyson, and it deflected out of play.
Yeah, good eat there by Ricky Boyson. Tie game, less than a minute left, getting down to block shots. That's what you love to see if your team Raising Canes and Jeff Kreidler.
He still plays professionally in the Southern League with the Pensacola Ice Flyers. Cooley around for Liam Walsh. Walsh hounded all the way to the boards by Tremblay. Liam forcing it out in front to Pendo. Pendo with half a minute left. Couldn't get it around the black shirts. Christian Humphreys with a cheeky pass there to Tremblay, who leads it to the corner for Tomko. Tremblay all alone in front, but Kreidler again made himself big.
Great job there by Kreidler. He took the words right out of my mouth, getting big, getting all the way out there in front of the blue paint.
Pendo across for Walsh, who fanned on the attempted shot. Tomko can untie this game if he can beat the clock and beat Kreidler. Neither he nor Tyler Mirovic can, as Kreidler in scramble mode with some help from an exhausted Liam Walsh keeps Gordos off the board.
You got 4 guys down on the ice right there. Everyone looks exhausted after that one, but great save there by Jeff Kreidler to send this game into extra time.
And the only thing that remains to be seen is how long the sudden victory period will be. Again, we are eschewing usual Elite League protocol for this special event by playing 10-minute regulation periods.
Jeff Kreidler there was so locked in on the puck there, he started diving for it when his own guy was the one clearing it out of the way.
And again, we presume that this will be a sudden victory period, as the length of game was not communicated to us any differently than the usual 2 regulation periods. But life has been full of surprises on this Saturday night in the South Hills. So we'll sort that out as best we can as we go along. And the officials are trying to sort out a completely different problem of some sort, as one of them returns to the Raising Cane's bench with some hockey tape.
Pendo there getting his helmet fixed. Fell off there when he took that spill into the wall. He was struggling to fix it there the entire shift.
Team Gordos 5, Team Raising Cane's 5. And live coverage of the Ice Castle Hockey 3-versus-3 Elite League has been brought to you all summer long by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Located in Pleasant Hills and South Fayette, Raising Cane's serves only the highest quality craveable chicken finger meals because it's their one love. Their crew makes it happen, their culture makes it unique, and you, the community, make it all worthwhile. Raising Cane's has teamed up with Pirates All-Star Paul Skeens to match customer donations to the Gary Sinise Foundation until Friday, November 14th. Visit raisingcanes.com/veterans to learn how you can pitch in. LJ Mooney trying to go to the net on his backhand, but forgot the puck.
And the last time we saw this Raising Cane's team in overtime, Logan Coley ended it quickly, about 20 seconds into overtime with the wicked 5-hole shot.
I had to watch the game tape in slow-mo to get an official quote-unquote read on the brevity of that overtime period. It was 12 seconds, even quicker, as it turned out. We'll see if Logan can call game in game 1. His cousin LJ Mooney, meanwhile, brings it across the attacking line and drops for Cooley. Boyson didn't get everything he wanted on that one-timer. Cooley has the rebound. Boyson puts it home.
A nice little celly there from Mooney, Boyson, and Cooley.
66 seconds into OT. That's an important number locally. Raising Cane's wins 6-5. Game 2 of this special exhibition is next. You're watching the Ice Castle Hockey 3-versus-3 Elite League. I'm Matt Popchock. He's Aaron Norkevicus. This is TenbandTV.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
One field, one coach, one moment. That's all it takes to change a child's future. That's something that I want to be a part of. How about you? I'm Matt Major, Area Director of Ambassadors Football Pittsburgh. Get involved today. Visit us online and join the team.
Gonna get up pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Pass Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero!
Ready to take your game to the next level? Hey, I'm Tyler Kennedy, 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Stanley Cup champion here, and trust me, I know what it's like to play to the max. That's why I recommend the patented Heads Up sports training system, improving reaction time and your spatial awareness with this dynamic training system all at your fingertips. Train smarter with endless applications for any position. It's that simple. HeadsUpSTS.com. Play with your head up.
Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
It's Aaron Miller, the Pittsburgh mortgage guy, letting you know mortgage rates have dropped, and it might be time to refinance or cash out your equity. I'll run your cost-benefit options to see if it makes sense. Call me, your trusted mortgage advisor.
Hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love. We hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love. At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Gonna get up pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Hewitt creating space. Hewitt turning. Scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime, and don't ever play Lady of Spain again.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love. At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love. Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
From horses to hunting, Carhartt to Carolina, 2 wheels or 4, from Timberland Pro to playing in the snow. What do all these people have in common? They shop at Locust Grove Country Shop in Apollo. Call 724-478-1846 or online at locustgrovepa.com.
Do you need well or pump service for your home, farm, or business? Adams & Sons Pump Service in Canton has the experience and equipment to do the job right. Since 1954, Adams & Sons have offered well drilling, pump repair, water treatment systems, holding tanks, excavation, and drainage work. Plus, quality-built, dependable stainless pumps for all applications. Adams & Sons provides experienced, bonded, and insured professionals serving all of Ohio. Call 855-4MY-WATER or visit adamspumpservice.com.
Looking for real 100% natural pain relief? Hey, Kurt Angle, 1996 Olympic gold medalist and 13-time world champion here. Trust me, I know pain. You can either suffer or manage it. That's why I use Curable Active to help relieve my aches and pains naturally. Curable Active topicals have you covered with fast-acting, all-natural pain relief the Kurt Angle way. Look for Curable in stores or go to curable.com and get 20% off. Use promo code USA at KURIBL.com.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love. At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love. At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
One field, one coach, one moment. That's all it takes to change a child's future. That's something that I want to be a part of. How about you? I'm Matt Major, Area Director of Ambassadors Football Pittsburgh. Get involved today. Visit us online and join the team.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
From horses to hunting, Carhartt to Carolina, 2 wheels or 4, from Timberland Pro to playing in the snow. What do all these people have in common? They shop at Locust Grove Country Shop in Apollo. Call 724-478-1846 or online at locustgrovepa.com.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Do you need well or pump service for your home, farm, or business? Adams & Sons Pump Service in Canton has the experience and equipment to do the job right. Since 1954, Adams & Sons have offered well drilling, pump repair, water treatment systems, holding tanks, excavation, and drainage work. Plus, quality-built, dependable stainless pumps for all applications. Adams & Sons provides experienced, bonded, and insured professionals serving all of Ohio. Call 855-4MY-WATER or visit adamspumpservice.com.
Gonna get out pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Pass Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero!
There's lots to look forward to on TenbandTV this fall, from the opening face-off of PIHL and ACHA hockey to the first jump ball of Baldwin and Franklin Regional High School basketball to the big return of the Furnace Pittsburgh Original Music Show November 18th with Scott Blasey. This original programming is made possible by you, our viewers, and by our community sponsors. Log on to shop.tenbandmedia.com today to learn how you can amplify your brand and support community television. TenbandTV, sponsored locally, streaming freely. Matt Popchock back here at the Ice Castle in Castle Shannon with Aaron Norkevicus for Game 2 warm-ups for this special exhibition event. The Ice Castle Hockey 3-versus-3 Elite League presenting a special best-of-3 showcase series, as it were, between Team Gordos Tacos and Tequila and Team Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, which was victorious 6-5, a minute 6 into overtime, thanks to Ricky Boyson in Game 1.
Yeah, fireworks there in Game 1, back and forth action. Team Raising Cane's, they're able to get the last couple of goals to come back and seal it in overtime off that beautiful passing play there from Logan Coley. Find Boyson back door, and he made no mistake on that one-timer.
It was Coley, we understand, who pushed for this impromptu event. He wanted to do a little something extra before he heads to Salt Lake City for NHL training camp and presumably put on one last show for the young Pittsburgh Predators players/fans here, many of them still in attendance here on this Saturday evening in the South Hills, with lots going on as we are 20 minutes south of the Steel City downtown. Pirates and Riverhounds in action as we speak. But we're not quite done here yet. As we said, we'll have minimally one more of these exhibition contests tonight. And coming in early September, we'll have the 2026 PIHL Charities Tournament, the knockout rounds taking place here once again at the Ice Castle here in the trackside rink. And that will be the beginning of the 2026-2027 PIHL preseason. And not long after that, it'll be the start of one last club hockey season for the Pitt Johnstown Ice Cats.
Yeah, getting ready to start our season off against UMBC September 13th, I believe it is. But excited for that one. Or I'm sorry, not UMBC. We start against Gannon this year. But excited for that one. One more year for me and one last ride, hoping to get that championship that's evaded us the last couple of years.
The Ice Cats coming off a fine season, nevertheless, in 25-26, looking for bigger and better things with some new faces and new places in 26-27, and I'm sure we'll have lots of chances this season to talk about that. Again, we're moments away from puck drop in game number 2 of this exhibition. A public skate with fans, young and old, to follow. A nice ride off into the sunset there for the players who have agreed to play for one last weekend here at the Ice Castle, including that man, Canes team captain Logan Cooley.
Yeah, and cool of these guys to be able to get out here and give the fans one last show. And Logan Cooley's got a couple signed jerseys out there that they're going to be giving away. And I'm sure that not all of these guys would like to be on the ice on a Saturday night if they didn't have to be. Well, I guess they don't have to be, but they all chose to be here and give these fans one last hoorah before the summer ends.
It speaks volumes about each of them. Coley's Utah Mammoth coming off their first ever Stanley Cup playoffs berth. Those signed jerseys, we imagine, are only going to go up in value.
Heard that they got the game used USA jersey out there to give away.
That one, I reckon, would be priceless to its eventual owner.
And either if it's a World Junior or a Worlds tournament right there, both of them resulted in gold medals for Logan Cooley. So
his cousin LJ Mooney has some World Juniors hardware of his own as well. He missed some Elite League playing time to prepare for the World Junior event with Team USA, and he fires on Mason Murovich, who makes the first save of Game 2.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to see what LJ is going to be able to do at the big World Junior tournament at Christmas time for Team USA. Always fun to be able to watch those young guys getting some big game action.
Tremblay's shot goes around the boards. Long rebound kept just inside the zone by Nick Kakali. An Erste Liga alumnus, having played professionally in Austria and Hungary prior to retiring as a player. Current coach of one of the Pittsburgh Predators youth teams, as Tremblay breaks in on goal and is robbed by the flashy left hand of Jeff Kreidler.
Yeah, big save there off by Jeff Kreidler off the Logan Cooley and LJ Mooney turnover there. Cooley wasn't too happy with himself there, but bailed out by Jeff Kreidler.
Liam Walsh pressured along the boards by Tomko. Behind the net, Christian Humphreys playing it somewhat dangerously in front of goaltender Murovich, but in any event, Gordos is able to finish at the side of the cage. Ehrman with his second goal in as many contests.
Yeah, a little tic-tac-toe passing play there between Ehrman and Tomko there. Beautiful passing, and you've seen that a couple times out of Tomko today, moving that puck there in tight instead of being the trigger man.
The Swedish international has the first goal of Game 2 in this special exhibition. Murovich out of position for a fleeting moment, but no harm done as Christian Humphreys brings it up the wide open left wing. Waiting and watching, Humphreys' pass broken up, as it came back toward him.
Ehrman there trying to give it back a little bit of what he got there from that pass from Tomko. Probably should have pulled the trigger on that one, though.
Ehrman's going to get an opportunity to redeem himself here as he crosses with J.C. Humphreys, but Kreidler made that save and made another! With a little feist in him, he covers that puck besides the crease.
What a save there by Jeff Kreidler. Wasn't even looking at Will Tomko whenever he pulled the trigger on it and spun around and somehow got in front of that puck there. And to no fault of Tomko there, he wasted no time getting that off.
Tyler Murovich, can he pick cherries effectively? Not this time. Kreidler again with the save. J.C. Humphreys resetting the play for Gordos and makes the rookie over and back mistake.
Team Canes giving him some stick taps there for that one.
We saw Chris Letang make a similar error early in his lone Elite League appearance this summer, so we won't make him feel too badly.
I was going to say, if Chris Letang's doing it, then you got something going for you.
Caden Pendo to the point, for Andrew Schmidt. Schmidt hesitating before releasing that puck, which comes eventually to Tyler Murovich. Murovich through the right circle on Kreidler, save again. A third rebound controlled by Xander Kakali, but he can't get it cleanly across the attacking zone. Now he'll reset for Tyler Murovich. Kreidler another save and a poke check at the side of the goal. Tyler trying to pull it around him and tuck it into the exposed cage. Nothing doing. That lead pass intended for Nick Kakali, cut out by Bell Sterling.
Yeah, and Jeff Kreidler there, Team Gordos has him swimming right now around his net. He's doing a great job of staying in front of the puck.
Mason Murovich, enough intimidation there to get Pendo off his game. Pendo retaining possession for Team Canes, trailed by Matthew Walsh. Walsh wearing number 33 for Raising Canes tonight, trying to get back defensively as Christian Humphreys toe drags, fires on Kreidler, and Kreidler continues to be a brick wall.
Kreidler again there trying to jump there with the quick play to Walsh there, but blown down by the ref.
Just over 4 minutes in. Raising Canes with the only goal thus far. Boyson, who had the game winner, the OT winner, in fact, in game one, double teamed along the boards. To the corner it'll come. And that shot by Matt Walsh is stopped by the other 33, Mason Murovich.
Yeah, nice little give and go play there between Walsh and Ricky Boyson in the corner. Give Walsh some space.
Walsh trying to reset to his defensive partner, Conway. Conway, near side for Boyson. Canes continuing to regroup midway through the period as Boyson tries to dance around Ehrman. Taken the other way by Tomko. Numbers for Team Gordos. Ehrman bearing down on Conway. J.C. Humphreys backhanding it wide of Tomko. That's a break for Canes.
Caught on a change here.
J.C.'s shot denied by Kreidler, and the rebound is controlled by Cooley. Logan Coley on the off wing, side of the net, and that somehow did not go in. Wraparound try. Mason Murovich slamming the door again, this time on Liam Walsh.
Yeah, two great saves there by Mason Murovich. The one with the paddle on the blocker side. I don't even know how he kept that wraparound attempt out there. Looked like it almost hit the invisible wall there on the goal line.
Murovich, a 23-save shutout in the Castle Cup opener earlier this week for Team Gordos, before Team Saloon pulled off the upset in the final round. Nevertheless, another fine summer end goal for Mason Murovich, the goaltending coach here at IC Hockey for Team Gordos. Tremblay from deep in his own end, turning it over to Cooley. Cooley couldn't hook up with Liam Walsh. Tremblay with space on the right side, dropping for Tomko, for Tyler Murovich now. Murovich in tight, stopped by Kreidler. Stretch pass to Schmidt. Schmidt all by his lonesome, and it's a Schmidt show in the South Hills.
Great look there by LJ Mooney there. Schmidt coming off the bench there off the change, and Mooney does a good job of recognizing, seeing where he's at, getting that puck up.
Andrew Schmidt, two-time All-Academic Team honoree at Miami of Ohio. Also won a state hockey championship in his home state of Indiana for the Culver Academy, which is one of the top prep programs for hockey really in the entire country, not just Indiana. Coley, meanwhile, he had so much fun going bar down, he goes bar down and bar side, if you will.
Yeah, what a little backhand shot there. And just one of those plays. I never understand how he's able to get that puck up so quick, so in tight.
The greats make it look so easy.
He truly does, every single time.
And sometimes in making it look easy, they make it look hard. Oxymoronic as that might sound, offside on Raising Canes. Canes with a 1-goal lead late in the first period. Ehrman behind the net. Thought about going to Nick Kakali. Now he will. Humphreys centering for Nick Kakali, who airmails this one off the protective netting. As in the Elite League, pucks off the net remain live. Bill Sterling for McDonald. McDonald stripped of the puck by J.C. Humphreys. Chance now for Ehrman the other way. Gordos looking to tie. Ehrman with a toe drag, Kreidler with the toe save, and the rebound is deflected wide.
Yeah, nice little sneaky shot there by Ehrman, trying to sneak one in there on that short side post.
Bill Sterling off the blocker hand of Mason Mirovic. Boyson for Bill Sterling. Across it'll come. McDonald's wraparound held by Mason Mirovic with just under a minute to go in the first.
McDonald there was looking at Belsterling there in the slot, saw Mirovic start to fade that way and just took a quick shot there, tried to sneak it in on that side and short side post.
Tyler Mirovic crossing the blue line offensively with Xander Kakali. Kakali centering for Tremblay. I'll take that, thank you very much, says Jeff Kreidler.
Kreidler there flashing the leather. We've seen it a couple times already today. He's had the hot hand so far.
Xander recently earning that contract extension with the Nailers, who reached the ECHL's East Final this past season before bowing to eventual champion and new Penguins ECHL affiliate, the Florida Everblades. Mason, meanwhile, doing his best Dominic Hasek impression, and it worked.
Yeah, good job there by Mason not to hesitate. He recognized it and went right away. Usually when you hesitate in that situation is when you get burned.
Tremblay running out of time. Tomko beats the buzzer. And we are tied at the first period buzzer, 2-2, in Game 2 of this special exhibition between Team Gordos Tacos and Tequila and Team Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. More to come from this special presentation of Ice Castle Hockey Elite League 3-versus-3 hockey on TenbandTV.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Live coverage of the Ice Castle Hockey 3v3 Elite League on TenbandTV has been brought to you all summer long by Gordos Tacos and Tequila. If you're in the mood for Mexican food with an emphasis on braised and smoked meats and everything made from scratch, look no further than 131 Shiloh Street on Mount Washington. Gordos celebrates Taco Tuesday with $2 off all tacos noon till midnight every Tuesday. Follow them on Instagram at Gordos_PGH and make your reservations now at GordosPGH.com. Gordos Tacos and Tequila. Eat, drink, live. Matt Popchock and Aaron Norkevicus back here at Castle Shannon's Ice Castle, where Team Gordos almost celebrated a third goal, but Kreidler had other plans. Now he must face Will Tomko, who tied it just before the end of period one, and this time Kreidler gets a better result.
Jeff Kreidler coming out hot early so far, tested 2-on-1 and then the breakaway there.
Good early start to the period by Team Gordos. They fell in overtime of game number 1. And Jeff Kreidler covers early in period 2 of game 2 with Deuces Wild on the main scoreboard here at the trackside rink.
Team Raising Canes there was getting excited there to start the period, banging the sticks.
Speaking of deuces, Caden Pendo feeds Schmidt, who has potted a pair for Team Canes.
What a shot there by Schmidt there, beating Mason Mirovich over that glove, the quick release. And that's something he's done a lot this summer, scoring goals, but he's doing it right now.
J.C. Humphreys deflecting that one just wide. Humphreys, 13 points in 27 games in his first collegiate season with the Red Dragons this past year. Again, JC playing collegiately at the D3 level for SUNY Cortland, as Schmidt now on hat-trick watch for the first time this summer, misses upstairs.
Yeah, and I have to think that Logan Coley's going to try to get Schmidt that hat-trick here in this second period.
LJ Mooney strong on that puck defensively. Now he revs his engines and brings it to the slot area. Fires wide of Mason Mirovich, and unable to ram it in was Bell Sterling at the side of the cage. Mooney firing on goal, and Mason Mirovich makes that loud save 2.5 minutes into the second period.
Yeah, Mooney's so good at just giving himself space and creating it all by himself.
Steal by Xander Kakali. Still wearing those wheeling uniform pants as he is stopped on the off wing by Kreidler. Chance for Coley behind the D. Coley! Mercy does not exist in this dojo.
Yeah,
4-2 Canes.
No chance for Mason Mirovich on there. Just disgusting backhand move there by Logan Coley. And good job, able to get that puck up too.
I know what you're thinking, and I guarantee you he's thinking it too. Why the heck couldn't he do that on Tuesday? He's doing it tonight, though, putting on one final show for the fans here at Ice Castle this summer. Tomko deflecting that shot off the defensive blade of McDonald. Tomko, a state champion for Peters Township. McDonald, that program's newest assistant coach this coming season, as a prone Kreidler is beaten by Tyler Mirovich, Gordos team captain.
Yeah, for a second there, I thought maybe Kreidler was able to get over and make another spectacular save there, but good job by Tyler Mirovich.
Both team captains strutting their stuff here in period 2 as Humphreys welcomes Kreidler to the Castle Shannon Park and Ride.
Similar move to what we just saw Logan Coley do on the other side there not too long ago.
Imagine Team Gordo's fate with Humphreys available for a full summer. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, spectacular player and does create so much offense for this team.
That shot from in tight just missing via Bell Sterling. McDonald ultimately settles the rebound down in the corner and defers to Matt Walsh. Couple of PIHL alumni going at it there. Tyler Mirovich on Matt Walsh. Pendo's shot blocked by Kakali. Xander, that is, shaken up a bit as that one is forced across the line by Matt Walsh.
Not the prettiest of goals, but they all count the same there, and Walsh just jamming that puck over the line there with the pad, giving Team Raising Canes the 1-goal lead.
Matt, a point-per-game player in his 2 collegiate seasons of club hockey with Miami, Ohio. That one off the crossbar behind Mason Mirovich. As we suddenly have a 1-goal game that favors Team Canes midway through period 2, looking for a 2-game sweep of this exhibition series. If that becomes the case, in lieu of a 3rd game, there will be an exhibition shootout to conclude tonight's event.
Over and back called there on Team Raising Canes.
That save made by Kreidler, who shuts the 5-hole on Ehrman.
I know I said it once already, but Ehrman has just been such a surprise since coming over into this league. So sneaky good.
If he was an under-the-radar player, he'll be squarely on the radar going forward as his collegiate career commences at the D1 level.
Not the biggest guy out there, but his feet never stop moving, and his hands are just beautiful.
And lots of youth hockey experience in his native Sweden, which traditionally has one of the more well-peopled Olympic outfits, if not youth programs globally.
When it comes to hockey, Sweden definitely does two things right: their jerseys and create an offensive defenseman.
They do have a pretty national flag, I'll give them that. Nice colors. Blue and gold. If you know, you know. Ehrman, speaking of which, comes the other way. That follow-up stopped by Kreidler. Tomko camped out in front of the cage, looking for a tying goal perhaps. He centers for Sam Tremblay, who is stopped by the nimble Kreidler. Pendo slowing the play down a bit for Canes, leading it on for Schmidt, who still can't record that elusive hat trick goal.
Almost there, got his stick on it last second there. Good job by Mason Maravich not to overcommit.
Tomko leaves it for his fellow McMurray native, and it's forced in off the body of Kreidler. Tomko looked at Humphreys as if he was going to pass that puck, and the ruse paid off. We are tied at 5.
Nice little heads-up play. I'm not sure if Humphreys got a piece of that, if that went off the stick of Coley there, but either way, it counts.
Now, Tomko fooled all of us. And here comes Logan Coley trying to answer for Canes, and he does. Fun while it lasted for Team Gordos. Logan Coley on a mission to put this thing away with under 2.5 left.
Yeah, that was Logan Coley turning into full NHL mode right there. Just took that puck right down and scored, wasted no time.
Humphreys from an angle, stopped by Kreidler. Bill Sterling, one-on-one against Tomko. Around Tomko, Bill Sterling, stopped by Murovich. Ehrman across the line, giving ground against LJ Mooney. Tyler Murovich continues the cycle, dropping for Tomko. Tomko wearing that Ohio State Buckeyes helmet, in case you didn't know where he'd be playing this fall. Trying to fight for possession behind the goal, but Mooney has it. Coley, he too on hat trick watch. Finds metal, but not mesh. Gordos still with a chance. Xander Kakali has Tyler Murovich open, goes there. Murovich! Baldier Sensei!
Great look there by Xander Kakali. Tyler Murovich with nothing but net to shoot at there, and he was able to find it.
We inferred on Tuesday, Aaron, that sometimes age really is just a number. Tyler looked young again with the amount of speed he put on that shot.
And Tyler's one of those guys, he might be one of the older ones on the ice, but he has the energy of a 13-year-old, always flying around.
Many examples of that we have seen. Murovich with it again for Gordos in a tie game late. Are we destined for another sudden victory period? Under 40 seconds left in the second. Lead pass to Bell Sterling. Tomko with the active stick. One last rush, if not more than one, left for Gordos. Humphreys missing upstairs. Long rebound back to center for Tyler Murovich.
Team Canes wants an over and back called there, but not going to get it.
Stolen by Mooney. He clears, and Christian will play it conservatively to Tyler Murovich. 3 seconds left. Humphreys needs to hurry. The pass cut out easily by Mooney, and wouldn't you know it, more bonus hockey in this second game.
That's just what you expect out of these two teams, giving it their all. Neither of them want to lose to each other. I guess you could say the biggest rivalry in icy hockey right now, but both of these teams leaving it all out on the ice right now.
The heavyweights going at it one last time this summer. And there's lots to look forward to on TenbandTV this fall. from the opening face-off of PIHL and ACHA hockey to the first jump ball of Baldwin and Franklin Regional High School basketball to the big return of the Furnace Pittsburgh Original Music Show November 18th with Scott Blasey. This original programming is made possible by you, our TenbandTV viewers, and by our TenbandTV community sponsors. Log on to shop.tenbandmedia.com today to learn how you can amplify your brand and support community television. TenbandTV, sponsored locally, streaming freely. It took a minute, 6 seconds to decide game one. How much OT will we need to decide game two?
Team Raising Canes here starting out with their Mon Valley line.
And it was one of those three, Boyson, who got the OT winner last time. Tomko looking for a quick finale. No such luck. Coley in flight. Coley off the armpit of Mason Mirovic.
Good back check there by Tremblay, flying up the ice to try to catch Logan Coley and didn't allow him to cut to the middle.
Lead pass to Tomko. Tomko off the bar, and it's put in! Let's get cracking. Team Gordos behind Will Tomko's OT winner. 31 seconds in to the sudden victory session forces a deciding game three.
Jeff Kreidler there got beat 5, hit the post. He didn't know where it was, and nobody knew where it was except Will Tomko.
And Team Gordos will stay in the vicinity of the home bench. Tomko, go ahead, Nork.
I was going to say Team Canes, Johnny McDonald there is telling Tyler Marovich, let's just play.
There was a nice cut intermission, obviously, between games 1 and 2, and I think Tomko was under the impression, as were we, that there might be another at the conclusion of this one. Officials are talking it over, as are team captains. So stick around just for one moment. Or not. We're going to take a short break and tell you all about it. More of this special event to come here from Castle Shannon in a moment.
I use Book a Limo on all my trips. They have drivers everywhere.
I always feel safe when I travel with their chauffeurs, from hello to goodbye.
Checking rates, booking, and managing clients' reservations online is so easy.
The confirmations, trip reminders, and car status updates are great when I'm on the go.
I want my clients to have the best experience during their trip. That's why I've used Book a Limo for the past 30 years.
What's your destination? Book a limo, any car, anywhere.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices, located in the Greengate East Plaza below Walmart. Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
I use Book a Limo on all my trips. They have drivers everywhere.
I always feel safe when I travel with their chauffeurs, from hello to goodbye.
Checking rates, booking, and managing clients' reservations online is so easy.
The confirmations, trip reminders, and car status updates are great when I'm on the go.
I want my clients to have the best experience during their trip. That's why I've used Book a Limo for the past 30 years.
What's your destination? Book a limo, any car, anywhere.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Why are so many companies, unions, and organizations across the country choosing the Avia dental plan?
Because group plans start at as little as $5 per month, and groups can save 20 to 80% off of high-quality dental care.
Everyone qualifies, and there's no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Call now and save $20, plus get 3 months free.
Call now and you may be able to save $20 and get 3 months free. 1-888-431-CARE or visit aviadental.com.
I use Book a Limo on all my trips. They have drivers everywhere.
I always feel safe when I travel with their chauffeurs, from hello to goodbye.
Checking rates, booking, and managing clients' reservations online is so easy.
The confirmations, trip reminders, and car status updates are great when I'm on the go.
I want my clients to have the best experience during their trip. That's why I've used Book a Limo for the past 30 years.
What's your destination? Book a limo, any car, anywhere.
After further consultation, there was no second ice cut intermission, but there was a warm-up period. Some players chose to take advantage of it. Some just chose to hang out on their respective benches. In any event, the third and deciding game of the special exhibition showcase between Team Gordos, Tacos and Tequila, and Team Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers is about to get underway as we wrap up this special presentation of the 2026 Ice Castle Hockey 3-vs-3 Elite League on TenbandTV. Matt Popchock and Aaron Norkevicus back at the Ice Castle in Castle Shannon here inside the somewhat freshly cut ice of the trackside rink. And 2 periods were not enough to decide the first 2 games. We had a Ricky Boyson G-dub after the first game. We had a Will Tomko G-dub to end the second game. But the thing about that second game, as you were saying, Aaron, the stars in game 2 for both teams were particularly starry.
Yeah, 3 assists out of LJ Mooney, 3 goals from Logan Coley, and 5 points out of Will Tomko. The Stars were doing their things today in that second game, and you could tell Logan Coley wanted to end this series in 2 games. He wanted to pull out the brooms and sweep Team Gordos, but Will Tomko had none of it there.
The Seattle Kraken draftee getting the last laugh with an overtime goal just about half a minute into the extra period. And he controls the opening faceoff for Gordos to begin the deciding game. Kreidler with a glove save on Sam Tremblay.
Kreidler once again there with that quick play, just trying to get this puck up for Team Canes.
Pendo from above the circle. Chased by Tremblay as he collides with Boyson. Pendo with space. Good stick by Tomko.
Good reach there by Tomko to get that puck and strip Pendo.
Tremblay forcing it toward his own bench for Tyler Murovich, who resets to brother Mason, still in goal for Team Gordos. Tomko feeding Tyler Murovich. Tremblay open on the left side. Murovich takes matters into his own hands, and Kreidler makes the save.
Yeah, it looked like Pendo wasn't even sure that Tyler Mirovich had that puck there for a second. Kind of looked surprised when he turned around and saw he was facing a 2-on-1.
Pendo in pursuit of this puck. And in front, the backdoor play finished by who else but the captain. Number 92 making it happen. Logan Coley for Team Canes.
Yeah, great work there by Pendo. That started with his forecheck on Ehrman there.
Pendo, the highest scoring defenseman in the Elite League this past summer, as Gordos answers right back to make it 1-1.
Humphreys able to find his own rebound once again, similar to Will Tomko's overtime goal. Kreidler makes the initial save there, but can't find it afterwards.
This one snuck up ahead to Matt Walsh. His attempted pass broken up easily by Nick Kakali. Home run pass over the head of McDonald. Kreidler with a calculated risk, playing it beyond the NHL trapezoid. McDonald takes that two-line feed, drives the net, misses to the short side.
J-Mac there with a good shot attempt there, just could not find the net.
McDonald, one of the top playmakers this summer across the Elite League, playing normally for Team Saloon on the back end. Schmidt coming off a 2-goal effort in Game 2, dropping for Johnny McDonald. That went off the noggin of Mason Mirovich and went out of play off the protective netting.
Mason Mirovich didn't even look like he saw that puck coming there and kind of just saw the release happen and drop there, and it just hit him right in the forehead and goes up and out of play.
At the other end, Sam Tremblay couldn't shoot it cleanly on the backhand. He was harassed all the way by Boyson. Xander Kakali from the left point, trying to shake his defender, Bell Sterling. Tremblay with it now. Kakali with good hustle, but stripped of the puck in the corner by Ricky Boyson. Conway having trouble locating that one, near disaster, but J.C. Humphreys couldn't locate it.
Yeah, good work there by Boyson in the corner, try to get that puck away from Kakali, and here comes Belsterling.
And he makes no mistake about that one, giving Canes a 2-1 advantage.
A nice little strip there by Cohen Belsterling there with the skate off of Will Tomko, creates his own breakaway.
Tomko missing to the far post. J.C. Humphreys with a rebound, but turns it over to Boyson. Somehow that pass finds L.J. Mooney. Mooney, oh, isn't that a fine how do you do?
Yeah, and the two players you don't want coming down on you on a breakaway, and that's one of them right there. L.J. Mooney, so creative with his hands and made no mistake on that backhand forehand upstairs.
Coley and Mooney with early goals in this first period of Game 3. Raising Canes trying to out-talent Team Gordos, as it were, as the Stars continue to produce. Bell Sterling finds another chink in the armor of Mason Mirovich.
Thought maybe Mason caught that one for a second with the way he reacted there, but good job by Belsterling with the offhand one-timer. It's not an easy shot to take.
And it's even less easy to catch Mason off his game, but a fast start here, 4.5 minutes into Game 3 by Team Canes as we get a whistle.
Icing call.
2-year point, a penalty shot forthcoming.
Looks like it'll be Mooney who takes it.
Thank you, sir. May I have another? 5-1 Raising Canes, and they are Raising Cane here in the final contest.
They drew that play up. You could see them talking to each other before, and Mooney was looking over his shoulder, waiting for Coley to get up there with them. What a play by those two.
Not since the first season of the Elite League, as Ehrman answers at the other end to stop the bleeding, have I seen the teamwork play on the penalty shot with chasers. We saw Raising Canes try it a couple of times in year one, and it worked. The quick side-to-side passing, but it's been a minute. Coley and Mooney handled it beautifully.
Yeah, it's something that we haven't seen for a while there. Kind of went away, and see if maybe that brought it, and we'll bring it back.
What do they say? Fashion is cyclical. Mason ready for that one, which deflected wide. Coley in tight. Can't shoot it cleanly. It's a 5-2 lead now for Raising Cane's as Gordos continue to find themselves under siege in the opening period. All by his lonesome is Ehrman, looking for back-to-back goals, but Kreidler makes the save this time.
Good job, Kreidler, getting out to the top of his crease there, cutting down the angles.
And he catches a break as Ehrman fanned on the follow-up. Bill Sterling giving his teammates time to complete the line change, leading it for Pendo now. Xander Kakali dispossessing him. Tremblay out for J.C. Humphreys. Humphreys trying to join the fun here with his younger brother, but he loses possession eventually behind the Canes goal to Schmidt. Pendo brings it across now for Team Canes. One-on-one with Kakali. Kakali wins the puck battle. And JC will carry it one more time, feeding Tremblay. Tremblay has a step, goes to JC, back to Tremblay. Criss-cross applesauce for Team Gordos Tacos and Tequila.
Great passing play there by those two. I thought maybe Tremblay was just going to take it himself there for a second when he got around Schmidt. Good job using JC there.
So Team Gordos able to stunt the early run a bit as Mirovic makes an awkward save there on the bounce. Tyler Mirovic dropping for Will Tomko. Tomko hangs on to this one, but for how much longer? Pendo muscling him off the puck. Matt Walsh takes it away for Canes. Christian Humphreys gets positioning on his man, generates the takeaway. Tries to keep the cycle going for Team Gordos. Delayed penalty shot call forthcoming. Liam Walsh not happy with the call as Tyler Mirovic eventually jams it in.
Liam Walsh not too happy about that one, but it's going to be a penalty shot regardless for Christian Humphreys and a chance to take this Canes lead from 4-1.
They're going to say Kreidler kept that puck out, so the goal will not count, and the penalty shot call will. Humphreys with purpose. He scores!
Just like Mooney on the other side, Humphreys same way. Just not a guy that you want to see on a breakaway or penalty shot right there. Such good hands and tight.
Earlier this week, I know you remarked about how impressive the goaltenders were on penalty shots in the Castle Cup playoffs. To your point, Chase Hale, the Castle Cup weekly MVP, stopped 3 of them in the championship contest alone. Looking historically at NHL shootout numbers, the skaters, or the shooters, if you will, have roughly a 1/3 success rate. So it's a better scenario for goaltenders statistically than you might think. That being said, the shooters have had the upper hand clearly on penalty shots tonight, as Gordos has come all the way back to tie it at 5 with 1:40 to go in the first.
And as somebody who goes in the shootouts for my team, usually lead the shootout off when we get to them, pretty good at them, don't ask about today, but it's just one of those things. Sometimes you just think too much in a shootout versus a breakaway situation. In a shootout, you have a lot more time. It's just you and the goal. You don't got to worry about a back checker, and sometimes you just get in your own head versus like a breakaway. You know you got to do something quick, or you got a guy on you.
Cooley. Couple of guys looking at him, Nick Kakali and Tobias Ehrman, the Gordos defensive pairing, Tyler Mirovic gets around Conway, but can't beat the glove hand of Kreidler.
Good job there by Kreidler, getting that glove out in front of him.
Cooley one more time across the attacking line. He is flying toward the goal, but lost the puck in the process.
Coley kicking it into another gear for this game's 2 and 3 here. You can tell that he really wants to win this.
Who says they're exhibition games? The pridefulness never ceases when you play at the level he plays at. Lead pass to J.C. Humphreys. 2-on-none with brother Christian, who cannot finish.
Looked like Christian wanted J.C. to pull the trigger. Opportunity here.
Oh, he turns Kreidler inside out and gives Gordos a 1-goal lead with 20 ticks to talk.
Yeah, great goal there by JC. Looked like LJ Mooney right there using the head and shoulder fakes on the goalie more than the stick handling.
It was 4-1 and 5-2 Canes at various junctures. It is now 6-5 Gordos as LJ Mooney looks for a buzzer beater. That one deflected wide. Bell Sterling controlling, but he won't have time to shoot it. Nick Kakali won't take any chances, and so period one ends, action-packed as it was, with Gordos on top by a goal. More to come from Castle Shannon after this. It's a special best-of-3 showcase edition of the Ice Castle Hockey 3v3 Elite League on TenbandTV.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop...
There's lots to look forward to on TenbandTV this fall, from the opening face-off of PIHL and ACHA hockey to the first jump ball of Baldwin and Franklin Regional High School basketball to the big return of the Furnace Pittsburgh Original Music Show November 18th with Scott Blasey. This original programming is made possible by you, our viewers, and by our community sponsors. Log on to shop.tenbandmedia.com today to learn how you can amplify your brand and support community television. TenbandTV, sponsored locally, streaming freely. Skating freely for Team Gordos Tacos and Tequila is Will Tomko, and he buries it off the inside of the post to make it a 7-5 game in favor of Team Taco.
Yeah, what a move there by Will Tomko, putting it through his own legs and Schmidt's legs there and somehow finding the post and putting it in there on the backhand shot.
5 different goal scorers thus far for Team Gordos. As star-studded as both these lineups are, still very much a team effort, as this game will decide this special exhibition series. Raising Canes got off to a blazing start. Team Gordos has rallied ever since.
Yeah, and I think that team play there kind of sums up Team Gordos Tacos and Tequila there. We talked about how many points guys like Tomko put up, but almost every single person except one put up points there. Pendo the other way.
The premier offensive defenseman of the Elite League makes it a 1-goal contest. 80s hockey reigns supreme with a 7-6 scoreline in Gordos' favor.
Yeah, and Caden Pendo, one of those guys, he might only play Division III hockey, but he skates like a pro. One of the best skaters that I've ever seen in person.
Lead pass to Mooney. Mooney driving the net. Mooney cannot beat Mason Murovich, but he has his own rebound. Boyson, give me my chili. That's goal number 7 for Team Canes.
Back and forth action there, and great job there by Mooney, being able to stick with that puck after losing it on the breakaway and finding Boyson streaking down the middle.
Team Canes with some pushback of their own to tie the game at 7. Mooney taking one for the team.
Getting some stick taps there from the bench.
Kreidler will slow things down just a tad. 2.5 minutes into the final period. Or is it? We needed overtime for games 1 and 2. Each team won one of those games. We are early in the second period of Game 3, trying to untie a 7-7 affair.
Yeah, with the way this one's going right now, we might end up needing another overtime period. We might get that shootout regardless.
Humphreys! Oh, Tremblay just missed that one as Kreidler will leave nothing to chance.
Good job there by Humphreys, showing shot the whole way and then sliding it over to Tremblay with speed.
McDonald across for Walsh. Those two regular teammates on Team Saloon. Tomko with a turnover. Gordos in transition. Tremblay from the high slot fakes, shoots, blocked in front by Johnny Mack.
J-Mac there with a beautiful back check there on Will Tomko, and then realizing he was kind of stuck in no man's land, getting down and eating that puck there for Jeff Kreidler.
A tired Tomko will come off for Tremblay's reconfigured line. Ehrman and Kakali out there, more of a defensive look for Gordos as Boyson, who tied the game a short while ago, is working with Coley. Conway's shot deflected off a body. Awkward play there in the crease, but Mason Mirovic survives.
Yeah, Ehrman might be a defenseman on paper, but plays more offensive style in this one. Really likes to show off that offensive ability and use those hands.
He really is a chameleon out there for his team. Worked over hard by Coley. In digging for it, Tyler Mirovic. Ehrman winning the battle, but cutting his losses and living to fight another day as Matt Walsh and Chris Conway work it back to center. Walsh one-on-one with Nick Kakali. Blocker save there by Mason Mirovic.
Good shot there by Walsh. Room up over the blocker there, just off the elbow of Mirovic.
Pendo intercepts the outlet pass. Canes countering with Coley. Coley fakes, waits, shoots, but it's blocked by Nick Kakali. Schmidt shooting and scoring. And Canes has scored 3 unanswered to take the lead.
Schmidt staying hot from last game, adding one to this one.
The lead was nearly short-lived as Tyler just misses on the breakaway. Xander Kakali resetting with Christian Humphreys. Humphreys cannot outsmart LJ Mooney, however. Two-line pass accepted by Pendo. The Charleroi alumnus waiting for company. Out in front, backdoor play, burial, Bell Sterling. Bears beats and Battlestar Galactica. 9-7 Raising Canes.
Bell Sterling adding his third of the game there. He has the hot stick now for Team Raising Canes.
What did we tell you? Sometimes in this unique format, it's a game of runs. Canes made an early run. Gordos made a furious run right after that. Now Canes back on the trot, leading late here in Game 3 as Tremblay misses to the near post.
Good work there by Caden Pendo protecting that puck.
What a pass there to Bell Sterling. Bell Sterling cannot get it past Mirovic. Tremblay hits the brakes in front of McDonald. McDonald absorbs the shot all the same. Tomko backing up the play. He fires off McDonald, who's going to be a sore man tonight regardless.
Shawnee McDonald looking like 2017 Ian Cole out there, just getting in front of everything right now, protecting this lead and getting a lot of love from the bench right now for it.
I hope his sense of locker room humor is as good as Ian's was. McDonald waits for the man to go down, puts it through a couple of skates, but right to Ehrman. Less than 3 minutes to go in Game 3. Raising Canes leading by a pair. Tyler Mirovic couldn't beat Kreidler. LJ Mooney playing it legally with his gloved hand, as one can do in the defensive zone, and he has a partial breakaway for Raising Canes. Sky Uma.
Great job there by LJ Mooney. That all starts with him in the defensive zone there, picking off that pass from Kakali, looking for Mirovic back door. And 200-foot player of LJ Mooney, and you can see J-Mac right now getting a bunch of head taps on the bench.
Timeout called by Gordos. We'll step aside briefly, too. More to come from Castle Shannon in a moment.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
After Tuesday, we thought we would have to wait until next summer to see the highest scoring team in the Elite League reach double figures in a single game. Shows you what we know. Yeah. Raising Cane's leading Team Gordos 10-7 in the deciding third game of this special exhibition showcase series here at the Ice Castle. And the net to our left is now vacant.
Team Gordos is going to have to try to get 3 here in these final 2 minutes.
Humphreys, Christian that is, surveying the scene, works around the diamond to Tremblay. Mirovic, side of the net, it's loose. Controlled defensively by Boyson. Nice reversal there to Pendo. Up to Liam Walsh. Walsh, you've got Racco.
Yeah, great save there by Jeff Kreidler, pushing across and getting over to that post to shut down Mason Mirovic, and a good look by Caden Pendo to find Walsh.
So Team Gordo's plate gets bigger as their net remains empty with 1:25 left. Tomko unable to deflect that one through his own skates. Pendo with more good defensive work there to Cooley in front.
Great job there by Pendo being able to get that puck off of them. Yep.
And Logan Cooley will put the exclamation point on a series win for Team Canes with a beaming cousin LJ Mooney on the away bench.
When isn't LJ Mooney beaming that smile? I don't think I've ever seen that kid not smiling right there.
There might be a kernel of truth to that. J.C. Humphreys to Xander Kakali. Tyler Mirovic trying to save face with a late goal, but he still can't beat Kreidler. Xander Kakali guilty of a high stick in the offensive zone. There will be a change of possession, but no further consequences.
Yeah, might not be able to get that puck back there, but definitely saved a goal. Great hand-eye coordination there by Xander Kakali.
So a couple of empty netters. Sold away game 3 as Raising Cane's makes good on its second period push. And we'd like to thank the Mirovic family and Logan Cooley for staging this special event. The two captains agreeing to come together for a special one-off series here on a Saturday evening in the South Hills as Kreidler gets some much-deserved hockey hugs after what felt like an all-star game, I'm sure.
Yeah, excellent game out of Kreidler. May have given up 7 goals, but made several big saves there. And Team Canes, they're very excited.
For those of you who are of a more recent generation, what you just saw, I am told, is the NHL 94 video game Selly as recreated by Team Raising Canes. They did it during the Elite League season as well. We get to see it one more time on this particular Saturday.
So much fun being able to watch these two teams come out here one last time before the summer ends and just put on a great show.
And so we say goodbye. Take two. Thank you, Aaron Norkevicus. Thank you, Todd Kazarowski. Thank you again to Tyler Murovich and Logan Coley et al. And thank you for watching and listening to this special extended coverage of the Ice Castle Hockey 3v3 Elite League on TenbandTV. I said it on Tuesday. I'll say it again one more time. See you in September for the beginning of the PIHL preseason, which begins, of course, with our live coverage of the 2026 PIHL Charities Tournament elimination games right here at the Ice Castle on TenbandTV. I'm Matt Popchock, and that is all she wrote from Castle Shannon. Thanks again for watching, and good night.